big rivers, they're the heart of our civilizations. I've always been a river lover and a water lover. Always felt most comfortable in the downstream places. I came down the river for the first time in 1982. I followed the waters further and further downstream and attracted by this mother of all rivers, really in the continental United States. My soul became wrapped up in this muddy river.
When I'm on the river, you kind of become your surroundings and you're natural. You become your natural self. You miss that when you come back to land. You have it all figured out when you're on the river, but when you get back to land, it gets complicated.
Being on the river, it's kind of a mysterious landscape. There's things that you see are often not what they appear, and it's always flowing. Everything's in motion out there. In the Mississippi, everything is constantly being rejuvenated and regenerated every day. One thing that I've always paid attention to, always been attracted to the places that no one else wants to go, and I like the experience of nature one-on-one.
You just feel like it's just you and the universe, and it's just the most pleasant feeling. It's like you got your little minute or second of the world to yourself.
Building a canoe is like a river journey. It has a beginning and an end. It's like one of our river adventures too, because it involves the harmonious work of many individuals all coming together for one purpose, and that is putting together this beautiful vessel. I don't think there's anything more elegant and balanced and beautiful than a canoe. And I discovered that there's this thing called the big canoe tradition, the Voyager canoe. And there was actually a man who was still living named Ralph Rees, who was building these canoes. And he very generously took me under his wing and guided me through the construction of the first big canoe that we built here. We built the Ladybug canoe. She's a 26.5-foot long stripper canoe made out of cypress. She became the queen of the lower Mississippi River after safely providing passage for 10,000 people on the river.
We are into introducing people to the river. And the reason why we want to introduce people to the river is because that will create a relationship with the river so they can care about the river when issues come up.
Everything we do is somehow bringing attention to the existence, number one, because not many people realize that the Mississippi is what it is. Most people's experience, in fact, is driving over a river bridge and looking down and seeing this rather busy, polluted-looking waterway. What you see from the river bridge is maybe 1% of the length of the Mississippi River, and the rest of it is rather wild and full of big islands, big forests, and big sandbars, and a big river plowing its way through the middle of it all. One thing we paid attention to over the decades, actually, is what we call the wild places on the lower Mississippi River. And those are places from the perspective of a canoe, which is as if you're paddling, sitting in a canoe just 18 inches above the face of the water. It's wild if you look around and you don't see any signs of human civilization at all, except for maybe a buoy or a passing towboat, which come and go, or a fisherman buzzing by. I started cataloging wild miles versus not wild miles on the lower Mississippi River. We were writing a 1,000,000-word guide to the Lower Mississippi River called the River Gate. So we paddled the Mississippi River 5 times. What I've discovered after taking notes mile by mile along the way is that the vast majority of the river is wild. And when you look around, you are in this place just as wild as what you could find in the Rocky Mountains or Alaska. When we go over the levee and into that landscape that is the throne room of our Queen, Mississippi, she's still as wild and free as I remember her always being.
Just go and sit by the river, or just go check it out every once in a while. You start creating a relationship with it, and you'll realize, how important it is. We have to, as an army, we have to take care of the river, because everyone just thinks the river is going to take care of itself. The Mississippi River is the most valuable resource that we have. It's misunderstood. It has a complex history. It affects all of our lives. It's very important. It needs to be protected for generations to come.